Today we're doing something which I've been dreaming for a while. We're swimming with the whale sharks in Oslob, Philippines. Let's begin.
Hey, I'm Julia, and together with my husband JJ, we're traveling Philippines and currently exploring Cebu Island.
Our organization here is a bit messy. The guy just dropped us. We stay in the line. Then they tell us about this safety thing, and then we stay in another line. Don't know what's going on. Don't know how long to wait. But we saw a sign of online booking from Facebook, so maybe you can do it, and there is kind of no line if you do it like that. But obviously we didn't try, so I'm not sure. But at least science says so. Yeah.
Why the tour guide doesn't book it online and we didn't have to wait? They should know.
There are so many questions in this. But yeah. Anyway, we're really excited, and these little things doesn't matter.
They do, but later about that.
We're here in Oslo, and I want to give you some information. Honestly, when we were searching for information, we couldn't find much. So this video you're watching now gonna be really helpful if you're going to Oslo. We're staying in Tumalog, and it's around 2 hours drive to Oslo. And we was thinking how to do it, like rent a scooter or drive here by ourselves. We was asking the guides around, and they were saying that you need to wake up really early, because like from the Cebu city they start tours around 1 in the morning, and from Tumalog area around 3 in the morning to come here and like book a space in a queue. And that's why we decided not to really drive by ourselves, because we wanted some comfort. We decided to book a tour. So with minivan we can be in the aircon, we can comfortably sit, relax and sleep extra 2 hours. That was the plan. So we didn't book a scooter, we didn't come here ourselves, we booked a tour as I said. For our tour we paid 1,500 pesos each. This price includes the waterfall nearby as well. I will write the name here. They told us they're gonna pick us up from the hotel at 4:30 in the morning, and the driver was late. Some guy on the scooter came and said like, hey, jump on my scooter. So me and JJ, we jumped on his back. He bring us somewhere, was keep on the phone, calling to somebody. Was like, what are we doing? Like, it's already nearly 5 in the morning. It was like just in the middle of somewhere. The long story short, they told us like the big bus left, it's just for people. That's why we're gonna give you a private car. So we'll wait a little bit more, and the just normal taxi car came. And we was like 4 people, us and another couple. And as you understand, in normal car it wasn't comfortable at all, because we were like 3 people in the back seat. I was in the middle between 2 boys. I was sitting like this. The driver was like crazy. He was going so fast. The road was so bumpy, and it's like the turns was like this. We were all like shaking like this, so we couldn't sleep at all. So I was going for comfort, which we didn't get. So honestly, coming here now, I wish we just came by scooter, or we were thinking with JJ, so we could have just booked accommodation in Oslob directly and just wake up early and come here to book a line. Also, one more information, this kind of whale shark watching you can do only until 12 a.m. Because apparently after 12 the whale sharks are leaving, so it's better to do it early in the morning. And actually when we arrived here around 6 in the morning, it was really long queue starting from outside, but now it's around 7 in the morning. There is no queue at all. Everybody already registered. We get a ticket and we're just waiting for a number. Also, I saw a place where is online booking through Facebook, and actually that's a really great option as well. If we knew, probably we would have done it as well, because this is separate line, and apparently it's not that big of a line, and I think you go much faster through it. They have their own informational section, they have their own entrance to the sea, so I think it would have been cool if we would have done it ourselves. Maybe some tours go well, but our tour didn't. Our guide keep disappearing, he doesn't tell us anything, he doesn't tell us even the number, so we're waiting in the line, but we don't really know which number it is, and until we go to him and ask like how long to wait, we didn't even know. But now we asked, and he said like it's more than an hour, that's why we have plenty of time. But like, I mean, we always keep coming to him and asking like what's going on. Like, he doesn't really do his good job, but I think it's because he's not a guide, he's a taxi driver. So we waited around an hour in a line, and then the guy came. Finally we find out our number is something like 268 or something like that. Yeah, and now it's 80. So obviously it will take a while. So the guy said, okay, let's go to waterfall, and then when we come back, hopefully it will be closer. So we're going to check out the waterfall.
Yeah, the other couple decided to stay and wait for their number. Yeah, he asked them, but
They don't want to go to the waterfall.
I guess they were worried they're gonna miss out. Please show them the
So
ticket
it's only
number.
us, yeah?
It's only a private tour to waterfall.
Private tour to the waterfall. We arrived to the waterfalls. It was literally like few minutes drive. Now our taxi driver is Kharkiv. He told us to wait here. From here, apparently you need to rent, like not rent, but like jump on a motorbike and it takes you down. I think he said it's like 50 for bike and 50 for entrance fee. But we already paid for like including to the tour. Wow, it looks really nice. You see?
Easy come and easy go. You're an unfading star.
I really like that it's like layers, and then it's like small rain through the layers.
It's like
Beautiful.
flowers here.
Yeah.
It's not like what you expect. Usually you come, there's like one waterfall.
Yeah, and it's kind of one small section.
And here is something like, honestly, I didn't see waterfalls like this before. It makes it unique, I think, and really picturesque, you know?
Yeah, it looks like mountain become like mushroom coming out of mountain, but it's like big mushrooms shape, like you know this shape kind of the mushroom. But obviously it's not mushroom, it's a rock.
Yeah, definitely like check it out while you're waiting for your whale shark line.
Like we've always known, been set in stone, unbreakable. It's like I've always dreamed, true harmony.
It's around 9:30. We came back from the waterfall and the number is around 140 and ours is around 286, I think. So the other couple probably regretting that they didn't come with us because we were just waiting for no reason. And seems like we still have like an hour or so to wait. No, it's fine. There is like restaurants, shops, so it's fine. We'll find that place in shape. So we're just waiting. So you can see the boats are pretty close to the shore. So I assume the whale sharks are there. It moved a little bit because in the early morning it was more like towards left side and then it moved a little bit right. I guess the whales moved. So it looks really cool. Honestly, you wait a lot, but I think it's definitely going to be worth waiting. I'm really excited.
1 million zillion jillion dillion cotillion times later.
As a guide, you know the rules, you know what to follow. I pay and you make sure it happens. That's why I pay you the money. But now we come here and I don't think we will be able to see it. So right now it's 10:11 and the number is 190. So it's the people that are just going to get the
Priority numbers B61, B62, B63, B64, B65. Please proceed to life jacket area for boarding.
So the maximum number is 190 that they're going to life jacket to wear and prepare to go to see the whale
Around
shark.
9:30 it was number 120. So you can imagine that we're not going to make it
Yes.
with our 286.
And what I heard is after 12, the whale shark are likely to live, like because they're not captured here, they're open sea. They come here because there's food, but eventually they're gonna live. So I told the guy, I said, look, it's your responsibility. I pay you money to make sure you make this happen. You decide what time we're leaving. You're late in the morning, not us. We was waiting for you. So it is your responsibility. It's my last day. I don't have another chance to see this whale shark. And I said, so to make sure, if you want, pay for the difference because it's your mistake, and make us go to diving because diving you don't need to wait. You can go straight away. He said, no, there was another car who went before you. I will put the roof down. I said, okay, if I'm gonna make it, no problem. What's the number for that? And he said 260. I said, what do you mean? Our number is 268. So it's only 8 group before.
Our is 286.
Oh, okay, so 26 group before.
But still, I don't think 260.
And I still don't think it's gonna make 260. Anyway, after negotiation, I said, look, I don't need to dive. Actually, we prefer not to dive. We prefer to snorkel. But I don't think we will make it to 60. So I said, are you guaranteeing? He said, I'm guaranteeing. If not, I give you a refund. I said, I don't need a refund because the refund is not going to make anything for us.
Yeah, it's our last day and obviously we want to
Yes.
see the shark.
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons we come here. We spend half our day in the holiday, our trip.
Yeah, actually it's
Yeah.
our last day. We could have do something else, check attractions, but we just been here from, we wake up 3 in the morning just to come here and like sit and wait.
So he said he guarantees we're gonna see it. I will keep you guys updating. I hope this video doesn't become from hopefully from the best attraction in Cebu to ruining our trip.
And after that, things get really quick, so I didn't really have time to record during the process. So in the end, our guide find a group where to add us because like JJ was really getting into his nerves, and he said like we don't want money back. It's our last day in Cebu, and we really want to see sharks. Luckily, our guide fixed it both for us and for other couple as well. So all 4 of us, we joined another group, which was around like 210 or something like that. So we ended up seeing it. And honestly, we were in the last boat. Seriously, it was the last boat of the day. So if you wouldn't be able to do that, we would have just wasted all day and didn't see anything. So luckily, JJ stood up and we fixed the situation. Otherwise, if we would have just sit and wait, we wouldn't be able to see it.
We are starting.
Priority numbers W200.
Yes, guys, we're just waiting for our line, and then, as you can see, we'll be the next ones on the boat.
As I said, our boat was the last. By this time, the sea gets pretty rough, and I'm a person who easily gets seasick. So for me, the experience was ruined a little bit. The other thing is, as I told you, this attraction is good to go until 12 a.m. And we were in the water around this time, and it was only 1 whale shark left. So from the moment we were in the water, it was around, I think, 10-15 minutes. We see whale shark like 3 times, few seconds. So it was like all these boats standing, and it was 1 whale shark. So just going like this, and then back like this. And honestly, it was amazing, yeah, because it was like 1 meter away. It was so great to see the shark, but it was so quick, and we weren't allowed to swim a bit like closer because the videos I watched on internet, there was so many whale sharks and they were just like around the boats, and people were allowed to swim next to them. I'm not saying to like touch them or something, of course not. I totally understand that touching whale sharks are not okay, but I want with this experience which called like swimming with whale sharks, because the experience we got was more like you are in like standing and watching the whale shark like swimming in aquarium or something like this, because we were in this boat and we were like holding the boat and we were not allowed to go like left or right or back or forward. So we're just standing in one place and like whale shark was just like passing by. Like, don't misunderstand. I still understand that's amazing experience, but it didn't match my expectations at all, honestly. And it didn't match the videos I watched on YouTube beforehand, what I was expecting. So for me, it was a little bit disappointing. And I think it's kind of the fault of that we did it the last, you know. Whale sharks were already full, they didn't really want to eat and they were like leaving. It was only 1 left. Plus it was the rough sea, so it was like a bit hard to focus on whale shark because I was not feeling good. I'm pretty sure in the beginning of the day when the sea was calm, it was much more whale sharks. It was much amazing experience. So what I'm saying is, it's not like I'm not advising to do it. I think you still can have a great experience because I see people do have it, and I ask around and some people really enjoyed it. So it's just something we didn't have, unfortunately. So maybe make a bit more research when you're booking a tour to make sure you will be there early, because it wasn't great, it's just for 6 hours we've been sitting there under the heat, not sleep enough, we've been waiting, and then the moment it happened, it just didn't match, all this we've gone through before, all this day, it didn't match the expectations for sure, you know what I mean? If in the end of the day we would have swim, it would have been amazing. I would have totally forget about all these things, all this not comfortable seat, not comfortable taxi drive, waiting 6 hours under the heat, it will be all gone. But because I didn't get that amazing experience, I look at it as a whole picture and it was not great. So make a little bit more research. Before you book a tour, make sure it's gonna be fine. Or even maybe do it yourself, do it for Facebook, maybe make a bit more research about that as well and hear the opinion of people who done that. But yeah, our experience wasn't great. I'm still don't misunderstand, I'm still really appreciative that I can do such things, but it's just, I did you know what I mean? I didn't get the experience which I was planning to tick off my bucket list. So I think this thing as a swim with whale sharks still will stay in my bucket list until maybe in some other place I can get better experience. So I'm gonna hope for that. So thank you guys for the ones of you who watch until the end. I really appreciate it. And see you in the next video, guys. Now we're going to Bohol and really excited about it.